Overall, it is a riveting and accurate portrayal of how fun it is to kill innocent forest animals. 10 out of PETA.
10 out of
You don't
PETA,
even get
this
anything
is
from
great.
killing him, just the
Using PETA as a grading scale is diabolical. I can't. Maxer, chill, calm down. What did they ever do to you? I understand, you know, you had an experience with a horse, but it's okay. That wasn't a horse.
10 out of PETA.
Welcome back to another NEKO Reacts. Today, we're taking a look at an incorrect summary, quote unquote, of Elden Ring.
Hey guys, welcome to my Minecraft Let's Play. Elden Ring, or as I like to call it, Boomer Band, is a fun new hack and slash and bash and crash my car. Developed by Epic Games director Hideo Miyazaki with the express purpose of inflicting pain upon the Gaijin. In this adventure, you play as the famous video game's protagonist Elden John as he undergoes many trials and tribulations on his quest to fight the entire Catholic Church and kill God. This game is a little difficult. You could call it the Dark Souls of Skyrim. As such, many challenges await the player, and most of it is the work of Satan, as is every game made by the Japanese. Spanning a gigantic world slightly larger than Africa, we will find many secrets, uncover many attractions, and slay the entire cast of the Bible. I've always liked that book. My favorite part was the genocide.
Oh my god, no thanks, sir! Don't say that! This is such a great anime opening for Elden Ring.
What the dog doing?
What the dog doing? This is great. Help me.
So we boot up the game and silly me, I forgot to unplug the keyboard so my controller can work. Now I'm free to make my character. Our journey begins inside of the Microsoft PowerPoint, the quality of which being so dubious that it resurrects you from the dead. Wake the fuck up, samurai. Of course, this is a FromSoft game, so Spider-Man is here to send us the fuck back. To our tutorial, which is a whole lot of fun. You know, just making friends, influencing people, and providing intuitive solutions to the issue of life. And with that problem sorted, it's time to take the elevator so we can accomplish the impossible and go outside.
I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can survive that. I'm not good at grass touching. It doesn't happen very often, and it's a little scary when I think about it. Oh my gosh.
Welcome, we can accomplish the impossible and go outside.
No!
Welcome everyone to Limgrave, land of trees, laborious bears upon the trees, and this white person.
Honest, if you're lost, how about you start by finding some bitches? Stupid weirdo wearing ass. When's the last time you took a shower with your dirty helmet wearing ass, with your weird ass cargo shorts your mama gave you? Look, what I'm trying to say is, your fit is mid, and you get 0 bitches. Fuck out of my sight before I gotta look at those stank ass vans again.
Wow.
As per the words of our friendly associate,
My feelings are hurt. At the second I heard Mart's voice, I was like, wait a second. Hold a minute. Why is Maxer collecting every content creator? I love it. It's great, but how and why? How and why? That's all I have to ask.
Look at those stank ass vans again.
No, I like my vans.
As per the words of our friendly associate, we proceed towards the castle in search of some bitches. In Dark Souls, we sought after the Dark Soul, and in Bloodborne, we tried to escape Britain. But for Elden Ring, our objective is to get the hose. This is a game mechanic. You cannot level up until you get a girl boss. So with nothing else to do, I guess we'll have to fight this tutorial boss.
No, you don't fight him. I don't fight him.
He's a little like... This tutorial is on how to flee in fear and use geometry. Proceeding to the next batch of enemies, we must forsake direct combat in favor of the stealthy techniques of video game protagonist Rigid Danger by
Wait, hold, pause. Stealth in Elden Ring? I've only played for like a couple hours max, but when I played, stealth didn't exist and I died a lot. I made the mistake of hitting the guy at the very beginning who says you have no maidens because I was upset with him. And what else did I do? A lot of exploring. I shot a bird. I farmed a giant bird, if that helps. What is this stealth thing you What is this thing you do called stealth?
Forsake direct combat in favor of the stealthy techniques of video game protagonist Rigid Danger Mighty Jungle Noodle, at which point they form a violence committee.
Oh my god! It's over. Nyah! If you could leave a like and subscribe to the universe, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you!
Try finger, but hold.
Sup, bitch.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
My name is Melatonin,
Hello.
and if I may inquire, sir, I am in need of a quirked-up white boy who can bust it down sexual style, so that I may make him goated with the sauce.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All we have to do now is kill every demigod on the planet.
Every what?
I'm glad you asked. Long ago, this land was ruled by the great Queen Marinara, who pissed off God so badly that he left the fucking universe. Now her power, the Amazon gift card, is shattered, and her athletic scions are holding a contest to see who can die the least.
So God
Okay.
comes back when I kill them.
No,
Yeah.
but you get to keep the gift card.
So, wait, I have a question. Is that an actually accurate summarization of the lore? Because that was the one thing I never really got to extrapolate much from Elden Ring was the lore. Because there's not much direction in the games. It's, you know, you run around and do whatever you want. But I like to follow the lore, and because there's no direction, I couldn't get attached. Blah, 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 blah. I think I've said it a bunch before. I wish I could have. Because the lore at the beginning, when she sits down with you, it's really, like, it's intriguing. It gets you into the game. But then the game doesn't lead you into that. Does that make sense? I think that's my only gripe. Mm-hmm.
Die the least.
So God comes back when I kill them.
No,
Does
but
he
you get
actually-
to keep
what?
the gift
No.
card.
Okay.
These are the faces of evil, who have all claimed a shard of the
my
card.
God.
Some seek glory, others redemption, and one is just really attracted to his younger brother.
Wait, what the fuck?
And after
Yeah, he
countless
is.
weekends at university, the tarnished warriors are called upon to rise from their tilted towers and achieve one final victory royale.
The voiceover.
Jake Paul, bastard of the Badlands, the ever-wet skelly sleeper, the crazy caca consumer, and least of all, you, tarnished warrior.
Is there like an
Oh.
opt-out?
Great, I'll send you to my dimensional pocket.
I see.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Cool.
We're in the thing.
Welcome to the Round Table Hold, a place to rest, make purchases, and converse with the homeless.
Yes.
Do you sell
Don't-
magic? You know what? I'm just gonna go
Yeah.
over here now.
Leave him alone. Ooh.
I'm in hell. Now, as for our comprehensible friends, we could
never
begin
ran
with
into
the
that one.
blacksmith, but he's a little busy right now. So that only leaves one more person.
I always felt so bad going up to the blacksmith because he would talk about things like being shackled and such, etc. And I was like, I'm sorry, dude. I can't help you.
with the blacksmith, but he's a little busy right now. So
Yeah.
that only leaves one more person, Fia, the deathbed companion, unique among all women, including my mother, for offering to hug me. Of course, I do accept for gameplay reasons, but what I wasn't aware of was that this one action permanently debuffed my health, and I forgot to turn it off.
Well-
For the entire game. The effect looks like this, and with that, I've reached my limit for human interaction, so it's time to head back.
I didn't know that hugging her would give a permanent debuff. Is that still a thing? Did they patch it, or is there a way to fix it by any chance? I'm curious because all you did was accept the hug. I forgot the reason why you're not supposed to hug her. Why can't you hug her? Is it like a why?
I've reached my limit for human interaction, so it's time to head back.
He's overstimulated. Welcome
Jesus
back!
Christ, to Stormveil Castle, where we can find the first demigod on our list of all people. Our approach begins by moving through the gate. Our approach begins with a battle against the lag beast, but honestly
Yeah.
after that, the level is
We
pretty
farmed
easy.
him. Oh my god! It's pretty easy.
Finally a
Explosions.
cutscene.
How tarnished.
God damn it.
In search of the hose.
Unfortunately, I hate women. That sounds like a you problem, Chief. I am also homophobic.
Oh damn. Can't help you there.
And you are looking pretty gay right now. Hey guys, it's me, Maxor. Welcome to the first boss.
I'm homophobic and you're looking pretty gay. That honestly, that is such a next level insult and challenge. I love it. This is great. That is so, it's perfect. You're fighting a boss. It makes sense.
Hey guys, it's me, Maxor. Welcome to the first boss.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's a little bit Margaret Thatcher is a very strong, very agile, and very interesting boss.
Yes.
Essentially, his purpose is telling you to fuck off and come back later, preferably when your bones are defragmented from the ass whooping. He combines delayed attacks, crazy combos, and eventually the Hammer of God, just like the real Margaret Thatcher when she hammered English oppression into the once peaceful streets of Derry. So I think I'm gonna take the hint and leave. Fortunately for us, young Sheldon Ring is.
What I did after like my first 5 rounds with him was I left and I went and I got some sort of amulet to like hold him down. And the best part of all that grind was when I went back to challenge him, I beat him without the amulet. I forgot to use it. I forgot to use the thing that I went and grinded for. I was like, man, why'd I do that?
I'm gonna take the hint and leave. Fortunately for us, young Sheldon Ring is a game with all kinds of activities to prepare and unwind. You know, like killing the fucking dragon, which for some reason is easier.
Is a thing
just
you can
not
do.
too much easier.
Ow, hot.
For the next leg of our journey, the now disgraced loser baby resigns himself to living in the woods. That way, he can exist peacefully among the giant bears and, whatever that is.
Greetings,
I never
traveler.
met that one.
I am the Pitbull of the Woods. Have you seen any orphanages nearby?
Why are you
No.
asking me that?
No reason. Legend has it that at the edge of these woods, there's a well containing the tastiest children.
Okay.
Go there, traveler, and I will kill the infants of your choice.
Who is that guy? Who is this character? I never ran into them and I ran everywhere. Who is this and what is he doing? What's his purpose in the game? Because I'm concerned. I'm very concerned.
Tastiest children.
Okay.
Go there, traveler, and I will kill the infants of your choice.
Why?
Okay, this might seem bad, but I know a good deal when I see one. Unfortunately, I am blind. Hey guys, it's Maxor
blind
here.
too, don't
Welcome to
worry.
fucking Space Mountain. I hope you
hello.
like being trapped in Smurf Valhalla because these fuckers don't play around. So to keep things short, this forest is watched over by the spirit of a gentle stag, and my immediate impulse is to kill it. This necessitates lighting 8 fires scattered throughout the sacred grove, or more accurately, sprinting between them while enduring the trials of free acupuncture meets Markiplier jump scare. That is not a sentence I thought was possible, but then again, we do have sentient lightning and
You do.
Mr. Krabs. So after lighting the fires at the expense of my life, we devour the necessary peyote to enter the spirit cave. And as it turns out, Bambi is back from the woods and they had a
Bambi! Why'd I end it like this?
I like this fight. He shows me how bad I am at the video game and reenacts my trips to the horse race in 2006. Overall, it is a riveting and accurate portrayal of how fun it is to kill innocent forest animals. 10 out of PETA.
10 out of
You don't
PETA,
even get
this
anything
is
from killing him,
great.
just the
Using PETA as a grading scale is diabolical. I can't. Maxer, chill, calm down. What did they ever do to you? I understand, you know, you had an experience with a horse, but it's okay. That wasn't a horse.
10 out of PETA. You don't even get anything from killing him, just the guilt.
Just ashes.
So after exiting the hell that is Quebec, we head across Limgrave to the Weeping Peninsula, called as such for its tendency to rain and also the race war. But before we get into that, we've got
I
a
was
few
there for a couple
tasks to do,
hours.
just like Among Us. These include fighting the sapient tree, uncovering chests that accidentally teleport me to the end of the game, and also the bell.
There's a chest that teleports you to the end of the game? Why? What? How? Where? Why? Is there a reason, or is it just there for hee hee ha ha purpose? I've I have all the questions.
Bring chests that accidentally teleport me to the end of the game. And also the bell, which may or may not cause hearing damage when you get close enough. It even contains the rarest of all loot, a woman who tells us the tale of Castle Morn, a fortress that made the grievous mistake of permitting First Fest 2022 in their local Hilton. Except these are not costumes. My brother in Christ, they are misbegotten chimera, and you're going to die. So as can be expected, they massacred everyone and started a county-sized race war, and now they're sending me to clean up their human corpse ball pit. Fortunately, just like all issues in life, this one is fixed with a massacre. They haven't invented war crimes yet. I like this level actually. It's pretty short, just like this video. My favorite detail is that they gave crack to an orangutan.
It's not short. It's not.
Oh boy, it's more animal cruelty. We're climbing back into Harambe's cage and there is no gun. You know, when he isn't converting my bones to sand, this fight is actually easy, mainly because his health is the size of my prefrontal cortex. But even still, I had a great time reenacting the murders I did 2 years ago. And just like this fight, I will not face the consequences.
I'm concerned.
Enjoy this while you can, because we've got a few more people to talk to, such as D, a man who gives us a
Did he never go back to the woman? You're supposed to go back to the woman. You'll find things. It made me quite sad. I felt a little bad. And by a little, I mean a lot. It was upsetting. If you remember, if you know, you know.
because we've got a few more people to talk to, such as D, a man who gives us a fair warning about the dangers ahead.
Oh my god!
Has been touched by death.
Thanks, as well as speaking to the sentient jar, which you may find strange, but really we are all containers for suicidal thoughts. So after quelling his, our new friend Jar Jar Binks tells us to head east to an industrious land known as Gary, Indiana. You know, it seems like we're going a little bit off the beaten path with this one, but I'm pretty confident. After all, how bad can it possibly be? What the
How bad could it be? What? Just the silence speaks volumes. I love it. Just no comment at all. What the fluff is this?
Confident. After all, how bad can it possibly be?
Pretty bad.
What the fuck is that? Oh no.
It's burps.
Oh god.
Don't go to Caelid.
Let's go back to the castle. This time I think I'll walk all the way back to Market.
Oh.
Hey guys, it's Maxor here. Welcome back to the Let's Play. And on this episode, Margit is still hard and a bit distrustful. One might say suspicious. We need to eject him. Margit, more like Marge Simpson. Even with better gear, this is a fight that demands, among other things, awareness and patience. Emphasis on the patience. But most importantly, this fight requires experience. Experience gained through fighting zoo animals, dragons, and even Canadians to squeeze out the narrowest of victories. Just to watch out for the hammer.
I feel like the fighting Canadians part is really what helped Maxer prep for Margit personally. I feel like that's the biggest help.
Canadians to squeeze out the narrowest of victories. Just to watch out for the hammer.
Yeah, do watch out.
Really glad we could beat the first boss 9 minutes into the video. Welcome everyone to Stormveil Castle, realm of the first demigod, Godric the Garfted. And if I can't get to him in 20 minutes, the lasagna is free. Stormveil is a complex, multifaceted dungeon with various paths, only one of which is correct. So instead, we take the side route across the wall, past the knife birds, and into a Chinese chemical factory. So after cracking open a cold one with the boys, we ascend the political compass until I have authority over life and death.
So he's chosen this path. I chose to just travel by rooftop. And it actually did quite well. I only had to fight like 3 to 5 mobs. There wasn't a lot up there. I don't know if it was a glitch or not, but I got through Stormveil very quickly. And then I stopped. I think that's where I stopped. Stormveil.
Across the wall, past the knife birds, and into a Chinese chemical factory. So after cracking open a cold one with the boys, we ascend the political compass until I have authority over life and death, which coincidentally leads us to the castle grounds, and I didn't know they made Irish birds. Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but the clamp of my ass cheeks keeps alerting me growing. Alright, it looks like we're finally making some progress. All we have to do now is get through the,
Crab.
He's quite the, handyman. Knows how to work with his hands. You could say he's quite the handful. Better use this door to, keep him at arm's length. I'm very funny, by the way. Stay tuned for more laughs and gags on The Big Bang Theory, Sundays on NBC. I'm sorry, Odie, but I could not stop myself.
After all, it was a Monday. And I hate Mondays.
Yeah.
Pizza delivery for garbage.
It's
like
called
Mondays.
lasagna. Pizza Hut really ought to work on serving giant castles.
I work for Domino's.
Then it sounds
for
like you
Domino's.
could use a bit of a hand, you know, with making the pizzas. I command you to laugh.
No.
Do you know
I'm
what
good.
I've gone through to make that joke?
In this battle against Godric the Minecrafted, we put our patience to the ultimate test as Grandpa pilots his fucking Massacre Evangelion straight into the housing market.
Yep.
Much like his titular cat, Godric is a fucking gremlin who attained his
He
abilities
is.
by entering Friedrich Fazbear's Mega Pissplex in the year of our Luigi 1987 and then sewed the children therein to his wacky animatronic suit. They call him William Grafton, but besides that, his coordination is subpar since he has to migrate a mosh pit to attack you, and it's quite
That is
excessive.
true.
Godric holds all of his attacks until the heat death of the universe, which means you have to pay attention to his arm carefully,
Yeah.
and that's pretty difficult when he's
He's always swinging it around or plunging it into the ground. If I remember very vaguely, a lot of his attacks, at least when I was against him, were more AoE. So I had to just kind of go in, poke him 3 times, and then go out. Don't take that out of context. Don't take that out of context. But I'm pretty positive that's how my fight with him went.
the universe, which means you have to pay attention to his arm carefully, and
Yes.
that's pretty difficult when he's shaped like a 4-dimensional object. I'm finding it
He's
pretty
all
hard
arms.
to keep track of him. He seems to morph around so we fight him slowly and with attrition, like the Viet Cong, dodging, slicing, and dying until eventually reaching oh.
Yeah.
Oh god. I guess he didn't need a hand. So to overcome the taxes on
Oh
his
my God.
401k, Godric decides to order a bad dragon to release his inner Todd Howard's The Skyrim.
Finally, I have the power to cook all the lasagna I want.
Welcome
Why
to phase 2,
lasagna?
bitch.
You're going in for
No. Music slaps.
This is the best game ever made.
Best game.
The Round Table Hold, my favorite location. There's really nothing else like it in the realm of physical science.
Yes.
Speaking of which, it's been at least 3 seconds since a homeless guy yelled at me. Let's fix that without going to Los Angeles.
Let's go to the homeless
Oh,
guy.
God.
It is I, the lore man.
Okay, do you know where the bathroom
My
is?
IQ is the highest among...
What? What are the odds I record a Seth video, a Mart video, a Smitty, and a Maxer video in the same week? And in the Max video, this one, there's Mart and Seth so far. What are the odds? I'm like, huh? What? Huh? What the fluff? I didn't even know.
It is I, the lore man.
Okay, do you know where the bathroom
My
is?
IQ is the highest among all Reddit.
That's not
Yes, it
saying much.
is.
Did you know Renala of a full moon resides
Okay, you know what?
within the
Never mind.
entire-
Let's just talk to,
Just ignored him.
this is worse.
No
Let's
fingers.
come back to that eventually.
Yeah, later.
Oh, I guess I'm stuck here. Congratulations, we've made it past the first demigod out of 6.5. I'm sure his subjects will remember him fondly. Remember
Yes,
all
they
those
will.
adventures we had together, all those places we've been. That was 10% of the map. I'll probably finish these
tolls.
videos in a nursing home. This is the rest of the game, and wow. I better call Gandalf for that shit because we've got a ways to walk. Welcome everyone to Ligma of the Lakes, the largest swamp that Miyazaki was allowed to build.
my
30,000 men
gosh.
have already died. And on today's episode, we will be heading to the second demigod on my list of political dissidents. Renala of the Red Lobster, Queen of Caria, for at least the next 10 minutes, resides in the magical academy of Malaysia Lucario. And to get there, we need...
I think that's where I got lost. I was a little confused. I think I was at the part where there was like blue lights, blue fire or something. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not getting any help from the game. This is great. Good night. It's a beautiful game. I just wish there was just a tiny little bit more direction. Just a little bit. Teeny tiny bit. Because I get lost very quickly.
10 minutes coordinates resides in the magical academy of Malaysia Lucaria. And to get there, we need to head across a biological minefield known informally as the Crustacean Nation. It is here that we face our greatest challenge, the fucking shrimp. I'm starting to think that PETA has a point. So anyways, we head through the gauntlet, past the Octo Sketty, and get completely sidetracked until I end up in fucking Nipton. But we're gonna skip over most of the side content. You could say that we don't have the time to hang out.
No, we don't.
Just know that you can find this area by Google searching Elden Ring Albania. This one is for all my baby girls. I see your comments, ladies, and they make me smile. I'm lurking and I'm stalking when you least expect. So after heading through the ruins of my marriage and killing the white people, we make it to the Hogwarts, only to find that the way is blocked by a mysterious seal. And next to it lies a map which leads straight to the key. Their security is dog shit. This puzzle should be pretty easy. All we have to do is get past the dragon that's waiting there. This game has a lot of dragons in it, so I'm going to keep a count. Just know that it doesn't get easier.
Oh my god!
So now that we've broken into magical racism land, it's time to enact our revenge upon Chris Angel Mindfreak in one of the most pretty good-ish dungeons of the game, featuring brand new challenges and enemies such as the Spastic Child, this man 30 times in a row, and a homeless guy who helps me extract the blood from my body. Raging Lucario is a fairly linear dungeon with some rather unusual architecture. Now, I'm no interior designer, but why is the entrance to the school a graveyard? Is this America? Anyways, we drive past Ohio as quickly as possible until we end up near the lecture hall. Singular. There is only one in the entire school. I guess they just do it on Zoom. And for today's lecture, what is the dog doing?
What's the dog doing?
The answer is stabbing me. This is one hecking speederino doggo who is frankly an insult to every wizard in the school. Their valedictorian eats his own shit. The gimmick for this chonking—
I don't think there are any wizards left in this school other than the old men you fight. I don't think there's any more young wizards. I'm pretty positive they're all gone, Max. They're all gone.
To every wizard in the school, their valedictorian eats his own shit. The gimmick for this chonking pupper is that he combines beast-like aggression with powerful magical attacks, but none was so devastating as when he corrupted my drive, which destroyed this video. The last minute of footage was reconstructed from memory, but besides that, his moveset is varied and intense, requiring expert evasion or just a lot of healing. It really is a shame that his health bar is the size of an amoeba. I guess my weapon's just covered in chocolate. Wow, this is just like my favorite show, Family Guy. So before we take the 30-second walk to the next boss, I acquire some fat drip so I may no longer appear fatherless. Now on our search for a classroom that can't be raided, we head up the stairs to experience bowling in VR. And after learning how to phase through oncoming traffic, we become sidetracked again as I am teleported straight—
You can phase through the giant lead ball? The ball has iframes? I don't think that— I don't think you're supposed to be able to do that, right? Surely that's not the only way you go past or up, right? Right?
And after learning how to phase through oncoming traffic, we become sidetracked again as I am teleported straight to the Turtle Pope, who wants to sell me things. His existence isn't explained, and I don't want it to be. Only horror lurks behind that stare. Let's move on to something less disturbing. I can't believe I went to college without once seeing Ben Shapiro.
Oh my god! Oh god.
I said less disturbing.
It gets worse. I've never seen this. Oh.
What is up, guys, and welcome to episode 391 of my Minecraft Let's Play.
This is a preschool, man.
Today we're going to be messaging my underage fans on the internet.
Oh boy. Welcome one and holocaust to child slaughter.
Oh boy is right. Oh my god. I don't have a response for that. Just oh boy. Why? Why you do this to me?
Fans on the internet.
No!
Oh boy.
Oh
Welcome
boy.
one and all cost to Child Slaughterfest 2002 twos.
Yep.
That's right, this is an American school after all. And in this battle, we're going to be teaching these kids the harsh realities of the hood. Now, I know what you're going to say, and
Are they
hopefully it's not a
captive?
police report. Maxor, this fight looks kind of easy, like taking candy
It
from a baby
does.
if the candy was their still beating heart. This is accurate. In fact, all you
Yeah.
have to do is find the correct one to turn inside out, at which point Renala basically lets you go to town. The reason for this is that we aren't fighting a demigod. This is the demigod's ex-wife, who was dumped after she gave birth to 30 of herself. To some extent I can understand, but goddamn that child support. Kinda feel like I'm doing him a favor.
I was just about to make a comment about the child support. Never mind. But imagine 30 kids. 30. That's a lot. And I don't even know if that number is accurate. It's just a lot.
I can understand, but goddamn that child support. Kinda feel like I'm doing him a favor.
Yeah,
Good
probably.
evening, Twitter. This is your boy, Eat That Pussy
What the
445,
fuck?
And about like 30 to 45 minutes ago, I beat the fuck out of my dick so goddamn
What am I listening to?
that I can't even feel my left leg.
What?
My left leg has been totally numb. And my dick has...
I guess there's a phase 2.
Okay. RGB woman.
To the point where it feels fucking weird when I go and take a piss.
Welcome to the real fight. It's still easy.
my
For
God.
Dark Souls, which means the challenge is getting anywhere close to her. This fight is essentially Dark Sus Gwendolyn if he/them were a good boss, using a vast
Oh
array of
my
magic,
God.
other bosses, and the power of Goku to socially distance your skull from your neck. But even still, it's very
That-
manageable if you have any semblance of patience. My editing might...
This sounds and looks very manageable as you're dying actively on screen. This surely is not a difficult fight at all whatsoever. Not at all. Definitely easy. Now, I have a question. Now it's time for my question. Is she actually a god, or is she or is like Maxer said, an ex-wife of a god? Does that make her a demigod? Like, what is she? I get it. Her title is Queen of the Full Moon. But that could imply godhood, right? What is she?
neck, but even still, it's very manageable if you have any semblance of patience. My editing might tell you something about how I did. 70% of this fight is waiting for my turn. It's like I'm trying to stab Julius Caesar.
Make sure you like, comment,
God
and
damn it.
subscribe so we can take this video
Like,
to the
comment,
moon.
and... Yep.
So after sufficient damage is dealt,
Do it.
we find out that her second phase has a second phase and its other bosses, including, of course, this bastard again and the actual
Dragon.
straight-up pack of wolves. Just make sure that you don't die, otherwise it's back to the daycare. Needless to say, this fight is a visual and gameplay feast, and by
It
that I
looks
mean it
great.
does not end. The divorce may have hit hard, but it is hitting me harder, so let's do to her life what her husband did to the marriage.
Oh my god!
Oh,
She's
there goes
a
the camera.
demigod. Okay. Ooh. You're going to Brazil.
I
okay.
fucking hate this place. It's making me want to minimize the amount of air I breathe.
He's fought two major bosses and multiple minor bosses, and his conclusion is, I hate this. I hate this. This is the worst. But I'm going to play it regardless. I love this. Yeah. Max, you're based.
I fucking hate this place. It's making me want to minimize the amount of air I breathe.
Greetings again, Tarn.
Yeah, okay.
What knowledge
Hi,
do you
Seth.
seek that brings you to my domain?
Okay, so I've been to Red Lobster once already. Where do I go next?
Caelid.
What?
You must continue your adventure in Caelid. Is that a problem?
No,
Yes.
not at all. There's nothing wrong with Caleb. Hey guys, needs McTherapy here. Today we're going to be playing in a Tim Burton land.
This is
Welcome to
great.
Caelid. It's basically made of German bedtime stories. Who can forget such legendary tales as Der Vogel, Der Backpfeifengesicht, and most terrifying of all, Das Kinderschredder. I'm sorry if you speak...
I can't breathe. I'm sorry. Just rattling everything off is great. This is gold. You know what? I think he likes Caelid. He's very, very well versed.
Bachpfeifen Gesicht, and most terrifying of all, Das Kinderschredder. I'm sorry if you speak German, by the way. That's
Das
gotta be my
Kinder.
least favorite disability. And on today's episode of Amnesia The Dark Descent, we are invited to a festival and
great.
slumber party where the sleep is permanent, all for a chance to face off against the third demigod on my Club Penguin friends list. Star Scourge Radahn, captain of the
old now.
hospice, resides within the walls of Redmane Castle, where every year he throws a party to see who can keep their limbs the longest. The price of admission is just getting anywhere near him, because sometimes life is just a Bulgarian and you are an unstolen car. So we ride, vaguely and in some direction, encountering many horrifying creatures beyond the reach of God and locking myself in the cum dungeon. The other kids laughed at me. They called me Jizzy Johnson, but now it is I who is laughing at them.
I could never, no.
Oh, cool. It's another
club.
dragon, and this one is quite the special encounter
big
because we
one.
get to fight him in the volume of an aquarium. He can't really touch anything, otherwise he decouples his existence. Hey, what's up, guys? Maxor here, and today we're going to be gaming on the moon because
So wait, you have to fight the dragon in close quarters? Otherwise it just straight up despawns? Bless your soul. I could never. I don't have the patience. I don't have the patience for this. Why?
decouples his existence. Hey, what's up, guys? Maxor here, and today we're going to be gaming on the moon because that's what this shit feels like. In fact, I heard you like dragons so much that I made an entire part of the map called Dragon Barrow, and I filled it with, you guessed it, an obscene quantity of dragons because truly we have not fought enough of them. I don't want to be here anymore. Let's put this in the future episode box. So far, we've seen a lot of traumatizing things, enough to give half of all American politicians cardiac arrest, but I've been saving the best for last, and by best, I mean the most evil game design ever conceptualized. The Swamp of Aeonia lies just within the center of Caelid and contains enough aids to make Ronald Reagan sweat. This region, and pretty much all of Caelid, but mostly this fucking abomination, is infested with scarlet rot, which is like poison if it was made of radium, and get this, it's spreading. You can't even use a horse to bypass the radiation because an NPC just invades you in the middle of the swamp. It's like I can hear the dulcet tones of the game director laughing at me. For your crimes, I am sending you to the moon. This place is filled with all kinds of new and interesting ways to die, and my favorite lies at the center of the swamp, where we can find Commander O'Neill and his Bostonian ketamine mafia. Surprisingly enough, this is the only thing here that can't kill me. His moveset is so simple, it's Amish accessible. You can build a barn around him in the time it takes for him to do damage. Maybe this boss would be better with a second phase, one where he whips out his lightning cock and pulverizes me until I'm gravel. But you know, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. Also, he drops his ketamine needle, which I will now put to very good use. You're a horse, right?
Yeah, I think.
We're in Redmane Castle now. This entire...
No, I'm not! I'm a cat, okay? I'm not gonna just let that fly. The silence. No! Not a horse.
We're in Redmane Castle now. This entire level can be skipped because I think the devs realized that Caelid is the actual level. Do you even know how many dogs were euthanized on my way here? Don't worry, you aren't actually missing anything unless you're a big fan of cats, such as life on the Serengeti. So welcome to the Festival of Ramadan. There are 2 attendants in total, and one of them is this guy.
Hello again, Tarnished. How was your journey down the well?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm just passionate about my cuisine. Speaking of which, did you ever find those children I talked about?
Welcome one and all cost to Child Slaughterfest 2022. No.
No. Nope.
Shame.
You know what? Maybe the jar will be a bit up.
Was he actually, like, was that character actually wondering about the children in the castle? Was he actually curious about them? Or was he curious about, you know, another place with a bunch of kids? What is his purpose? I have so many questions.
Shame.
You know what? Maybe the jar will be a bit up. Okay, never mind. So in a stroke of obscene luck, we find a mostly sane person who tells us via YouTube Rewind that Radahn is not here. Technically. You see, this castle is his euthanasia clinic, and we are going to pull the plug. I'm sorry, Grandpa. I have to charge my Switch.
Yeah.
His consciousness has
Switch
been gone for
priority.
several hundred years due to the demigod Melania, who is the blade of Mikola, by the way, but that is a story for later. Essentially, his mind was eaten by the Scarlet Rot, but this man is literally too angry to die, and we are attempt number 500 to kill him. So, I'm liking these odds.
no.
I'm just built differently. Very Will Smith-friendly. Let's, go start the mercy killing. And, why is he so far away? Are those summon signs?
I think they are.
Welcome everyone to the open world RPG where I roleplay as the victim, and today we're doing one of the best fights in all the video games. Starscourge Radahn is a big, buff, absolute unit of a boss whose only instinct is recycling your flesh back
never
into the
fought this
ecosystem. But you are not alone in this battle. There is no limit on how many people you can summon,
you
and
can
if they die, then you can just do it
summon.
again. I'm sure they won't mind. I have essentially converted the game into an RTS and gotta fight raid boss Radahn in World of Employee Harassment. Now you can fight him alone as a real gamer, but why would you? This is a goddamn festival, and I will.
Yeah, why would you? Why would you fight him as a quote-unquote real gamer when you can just spawn in multiple summons? I mean, it's there. It's just another opportunity for you, right? Use everything at your disposal, right? Right. I'm glad we're on the same page. I've never fought this far into the game, so this is all new territory for me.
I'm alone as a real gamer, but why would you? This is a goddamn festival, and I will not be having sex by myself. Before you can even reach him, Radahn is sniping your ass with the accuracy of my opinions on the internet and firing a frankly suspicious amount of arrows from God. If you want to exercise the privilege of fighting him, you have to earn it, and that is the easy part. Even with summons, you need to pay full attention to his moveset, as his attacks swing wider than American elections and hit harder than a freight train on a semi. Now, you may have already noticed, but that is a comically small horse. It's like I'm looking at Shaquale Onale. This is because, in addition to being built like a steel mill, Radahn has the power to defy gravity, which constantly gets him into fights with solar bodies. This man is skateboarding a horse and holding back the stars while killing everyone he comes into contact with, and he does it from the hospice. Radahn is an absolute god among Chads, and this fight's intensity lives up to that and then some. And that is just phase 1. Phase 2 starts when he,
disappears.
Jumps into the upper atmosphere.
You know what? I'll buy him. I don't. Is he? Wait. Is he supposed to be fighting Radahn this early in the game? I thought Radahn was like a final boss. Or am I mixing up the Elden Ring DLC with the base game? I could be very wrong, and I could definitely be mixing up the DLC with the base game. I absolutely could do that because my brain works differently. It's so pretty! Look at all the progress he made. His health bar is zooming. Hi. Whee!
Jesus Christ, he is a thick one.
He's just a demigod? Radahn is not a god? He's just a demigod? Oh. I'm scared.
Jesus Christ, he is a thick one.
He's a thick boy. What now?
Oh god, I think my Zodiac just killed itself. This is sure to negatively affect the trout population.
What happened?
Won't someone please think about the economy?
Thank you, Maxer. I wish it would happen. I really do. Thank you for tuning in to another NEKO Reacts. So, did you get fully immersed in the Elden Ring lore, or did you just play the game to beat some sick bosses? Let me know in the comments below. Until then, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Matane. Bye.